I'm coming again to massage you every day if you please. Okay. Okay? Yes. The rain started just as you came.
He has come from America.
Would you like to come up?
This is new bro. Australia, I can understand.
How are you? Where are we?
Is baby? Where is he?
Who's here? Look.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama.
You want me to get? One ring, Shri Guru Charan. Yes. And Shri Guru Charana Parama Eva Gavakati Sama Shri Guru
Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, mantra.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada.
Jai Gaur Premanandi.
Braj Vallabh Prabhu. You should give Jai.
Jai.
Jai Om Vishnu Pad. Shri 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 Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Nityalila Pradishtam Vishwapara Sakala Shri Shri Bhakti Rakshatam Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. Jai Saraswati Shri Shri Bhakti Rakshatam Devi Goswami Maharaj. Jai Jai Nityalila Pradishtam Vishwapara Saraswati Shri Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada. Jai Nityalila Pradishtam Vishwapara Paramahamsa Bhaviti Shri Shri Gauri Kishodas Goswami Maharaj. Jai Nityalila Pradishtam Vishwapara Satchidananda Shri Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Jai Nityalila Pradishtam Vishwapara Vaishnava Sarvabhaum Shri Jagannath Prabhuji Maharaj. Jai Shri Gauri Vedanta Shri Gauri Vedanta Charya Shri Bhavadev Vidhyabhushan Jai Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Vrindai Tulsi only 2 words. We feel very, very fortunate to have Srila Narayana Maharaj with us tonight, and we look forward so much to hearing Hari Katha and trying to absorb as much as we can to dive deep into the beautiful leelas of the Lord. and all the devotees have come for this purpose. And it reminds me of that famous sloka, that Tavaka Tamrita Tapta Jivanam Kaviveri Tam Kalmashapaham Shravanam Mangalam Shimaratatam Bhuvi Granthi Devuri Rajana. What else is there to do? Surely there's something more serious than just sitting around hearing Hari Katha. The whole world is going down. Everyone's being sucked into the jaws of death. Why have you come here just to hear Hari Katha? What good's that going to do? But the greatest of the greatest devotees are saying, if you want to do good, the best thing to do is hear Hari Katha. And it will create a revolution in the heart. And from that, you will affect so many others. And the great souls have dived so deep into Hari Katha. And that is the best welfare work to do. The best welfare work is to think of Krishna, to always talk of Krishna. And that's what our Srila Gurudev has come to do. Because they know that the world only needs one thing, and that is Krishna consciousness. That is this sweet Hari Katha. There's nothing more serious to do. There's nothing more we can do to help the whole world and ourselves but to dive deep into Hari Katha and understand it and to share it amongst friends and everyone else. Anyway. Let's go.
Who is senior?
Paramahamsa is
Where he is
Paramahamsa hiding.
He's hiding behind. Who's that? Come.
Don't need to stand up.
Yes. And also the Prabhu from California. Upananda Prabhu. He's very senior. Upananda
You should
Prabhu.
speak first. Yes.
I'm very satisfied to see Maharaj here. It's been a deep longing in my heart since he came to Badger in May to again have his association. And I've been serving in separation in San Diego. But I got an opportunity to come here and meet many devotees since I used to be in Australia. Actually, I was here in 1970 serving Prabhupada. But I feel I'm serving Prabhupada now through Bhakti and Narayana Maharaj. And I'm encouraging everyone to see the Prabhupada in this nice, full Shakti in our wonderful Narayana Maharaj. Thank you very much.
Very good. Paramahamsa Prabhu.
As Praja Bhagavad Guru was saying, Tadakatamitam Tatsajivanam, the greatest welfare work that anyone can do is to go and spread the glories of Krishna, to speak Hari Katha, Krishna Katha all over the world. And as you said, Gurudev, in Baja, that you are travelling the world to give nourishment to all the plants and creepers and trees by speaking Hari Katha, by your personal association. And as I'm a very fallen soul, drying up like a withered plant in the desert, by seeing you is giving this wonderful experience for all of us just to see you, and we look very much forward to hearing your Hari Katha, to giving renewed life and nourishment to one and all. On behalf of everyone, I'm sure we're very happy to see you, and we very much look forward to the next week of hearing you speak in wonderful Hari Katha.
Mula Prakriti Didi, she will speak something. She is so senior,
Yes.
no? So senior. And she has served Swamiji so much.
And now she is serving you so much.
And she is giving blessing to me also.
When Maharaj first came to California, I came crawling up to him, crying and sniveling, and I didn't know how I could ever serve through the Prabhupada in the way that I knew he wanted me to. And Maharaj looked at me and said, "Oh, I feel so much for all of you. I promised Srila Prabhupada Swamiji that I would help you, and I promise I will help you." So I'm a little testament that he is keeping his promise, and in a very, very wonderful, unbelievable way, in the same way that we all feel Srila Prabhupada's mercy coming through Maharaj, and he's an ocean of mercy, and he's offering Krishna consciousness on a silver platter for us. So I encourage everyone to be greedy, and we'll all be glorifying Krishna together.
Govind Bhagat Prabhu, you should say something.
Deepak.
My Diksha Guru, Srila Govinda Maharaj, he used to quote,
All in the bus. Bus has arrived?
No, not yet.
Why late?
Very old type of bus.
Now you can.
he used to quote often one verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sadhu Sanganam Kirtan Bhagavad Shravan, Maturavas Sri Mutura Shraddha Sevana. And he would explain how by doing Sadhu Sangha, then one would be able to fulfill these other 5 most important limbs of bhakti. That by doing Sadhu Sangha, especially Sadhu who is Swajatiya Snigdasya, that one who is of the similar mood, who is very, very affectionate, and who is more advanced. So we see with Srila Gurudev how he is stressing the mood of Rupa Nuga Bhajan, how he is explaining that Srila Prabhupada, that he has come to give that. And by his example of preaching Rupa Nuga Bhajan and simultaneously at an advanced age, how he's very boldly traveling throughout the world, even though there's so many people trying to stop him. The more they try to stop, the more he's going, and the more he's having fun and laughing. Just like Prabhupada used to enjoy. And Nam Kirtan, Nam Sankirtan, that by the association of real bona fide sadhus, then one can actually really chant the holy name. That only by their association, only by their association can one chant. Without their association, then Nam Nahi Hoy, then one will not be able to chant name. So we see Srila Gurudev again, he's very mercifully coming and representing our Guru Parampara, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Sarasvati Goswami, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, all our acharyas. He's representing them, and very mercifully he's giving Nam, and he's giving Nam to so many people. And he's showing the very merciful aspect of our Sampradaya, that he is forsaking his time to be in Vrindavan, in Mathura, to do his personal bhajan, and he's coming, and through so much inconvenience, he's coming to help. So we see this very typical of the mood of Srila Prabhupada and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Charas and Narayana. And Bhagavad Shravan, that one should hear Srimad Bhagavatam from a Rasika Vaishnava, one who's very expert in tasting the mellows of Srimad Bhagavatam. And we are experiencing, myself, very little, how when Gurudev, just when he comes, the atmosphere is transformed, and then when the nectar starts to flow, then the problems that we were experiencing before, then they start to diminish and they start to disappear. And he's given us that chance to just hear this nectar, this nectar which is coming. Just as it flows from the lips of Shukadeva Goswami, it is similarly flowing from the lotus-like lips of Srila Gurudev. And Mathuravas, that wherever Toma Vida Sadhu Govinda Visham, Govinda Kohenamo Vaishnava Puran. That wherever sadhu is, that Govinda, Krishna is there. And we know that Krishna, he manifests in Mathura. But in the heart of the sadhu, then Govinda is always there, very peacefully resting there. So wherever Gurudev is going, then that place is Vrindavan, that place is Mathura, because Krishna is there, and we also feel in his presence. And Sri Mathura Shraya said that he actually, such devotees, very advanced devotees, they actually worship the deity with Shraddha. This Shraddha means this greed, the mood in which they worship the deity. And as Mula Prakriti Didi was explaining, that he's coming and he's given to us in a silver platter. And even if we do not have the receptacle, the pot to take it, then he said that the Gaurapriyajanas, that they'll also give the pot. So myself, I'm just bewildered, just running here and there, but somehow I'm running in the right direction. So I feel very happy to be in association with the devotees. Shila Gurudev.
You have served my god brother, Gaur Govinda Maharaj, so much. So you should tell something.
I offer my eternal obeisances unto my spiritual master, His Divine Grace Gaur Govinda Swami, and to my Shiksha Guru, His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Narayana Maharaj. It is my Guru Maharaj's mission to come here and teach the living entities how to develop love for Krishna. And he used to often say that because you have no love for Krishna, you have, like animals, then Maya inflicts punishment. But for someone who has love, then Maya doesn't inflict punishment. And he used to tell us that we should always hear from the lips of a pure sadhu, and how a real sannyasi hears Krishna praying. He doesn't speak theoretically, because if someone speaks theoretically, it has blank fire. It will never touch the heart of that person. So my Guru Maharaj spent gallons of spiritual blood to spread the real glories of Bhagavatam and teach what is Jiva Tattva, what is Guru Tattva, what is Nam Tattva, what is Gora Tattva. And he was so opposed by this International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Even to the last days, 4 days before he left this planet, the big leaders of this ISKCON society, International Society, free from envy, which my Guru Maharaj said a real Vaishnava has no envy at all. They were planning to remove my Guru Maharaj from our International Society, and for 10 years they plotted together to throw my Guru Maharaj out of this movement, only because his only harm was that he was presenting the real message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without any personal motive. So those same people that were trying to stop my Guru Maharaj's preaching are the same people opposing to my Shiksha Guru. So I pray to Mahaprabhu that my Shiksha Guru can boldly preach the message that all the Acharyas came to preach boldlessly. Thank you.
What name?
Rukmangati.
Yes, so they speak something. Bus came?
Hare Krishna, ultimately bus came. Bus is here. सब लोग यहाँ हैं.
Yes, sir. Now begin.
Lalit Prabhu, can you bring mic quickly? Can you bring the mic quickly?
Yeah. Are you asking for it? You want me to get it?
Quickly.
Everything in the speaker too, Prabhuji. It's in the, I know where the mic is.
Maharaj is Srila Narayana Maharaj very mercifully came into my life and completely ruined it. I had fame and fortune. I had a nice family, a nice husband. But I'm so grateful to him that because he has taken a very, very hard heart, a heart that I spent lifetimes hardening in the so-called pursuit of spiritual enlightenment, and he has broken it. So I hope he does the same to you.
Very good.
You want to speak something?
So, Gurudev is just expressing how happy he is to see all of us here. So many wonderful devotees have gathered. We were just coming from Fiji, and the success there was really amazing. So we were thinking, now we are coming here, it will be very quiet. Yeah. Look how many wonderful devotees have gathered. Yeah. Before we went to Fiji, Gurudev was telling that we'll have to try to capture some very sweet hearts and put in my pocket. So we came to Fiji, and some of you may know the devotees there. There is one devotee, his name is Vasudev, and he is one of the first disciples of Swami Prabhupada in Fiji, also the GVC there. And he has 4 brothers, and I think we may call them the 5 Pandavas. So one of the brothers, Kantila Prabhu, he's so sweet. He opened his house by the wonderful arrangement of Devendranath Prabhu. He opened his house to receive Gurudev, arranged all the visas, and we stayed there. And we had such beautiful programs. Gurudev was relishing speaking in Hindi, and he captured the whole audience. Yeah. The vice president of the Sanatan Dharma became Gurudev's disciple. Yeah. The pujari of Sanatan Dharma became Gurudev's disciple. We went to one place which is called the Tulsi Manas Mandir. Yeah. It is dedicated to the description of Ram Lila by Tulsidas, and beautiful temple there in Suva. And when Gurudev started to speak about Ram Lila from Tulsidas Ram Manas, the whole audience was captured, and after 2 days only, they all exclaimed, "We've never heard anyone speak like this, so wonderful, so boldly about Ram Lila." Yeah, they couldn't believe it. Yeah. And after that we came back again to Latok, and we had some programs, and 2 devotees were also there from the International Society of Krishna Consciousness. And they helped us so much by making propaganda everywhere. So the devotees all were very interested to hear from Gurudev. The temple president of Latok, ISKCON temple president, he is one of the 5 brothers. Yeah. He decided some years ago he wants only bhakti. So he lost his interest in management, and he came every day to hear Gurudev speak. His wife came. his sons, yeah, all of them came to hear Gurudev speak, and they all exclaimed, like the ISKCON devotees who came to also have some preaching programs, they told them, you don't go to Gurudev to hear from Sri Narayana Maharaj. Don't go, it is not good, it is not service to Prabhupada. But they all said, we are not interested in what you have to tell, we want to hear Harikatha, we want Bhakti. Yeah. So after we spent about 8-9 days there, all the 5 brothers, they came from all over the island to say goodbye to us, especially to again associate with Srila Gurudev, and all their brothers and sons and daughters, they all assembled this morning in the house of one of them, who was also initiated by Prabhupada. I think his name is Gormohan. Yeah. And they all exclaimed how wonderful they experienced the Harikatha and how they want to help and support the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by all means. So this was wonderful success, but I think here we were thinking maybe this will not, because after you come from such a wonderful experience, it's very hard to believe that there will be a more wonderful experience. But coming here, it is so beautiful how the arrangements have been made by Brajaballabha Prabhu and all the devotees here, and how all of you have come to welcome Srila Gurudev. And I recommend you, don't go, stay here by hook or by crook, yeah, for 8-9 days and hear the wonderful Harikatha. Go
Devendra Prabhu, 2 words. 2 words. Only 2. So Rajanath Prabhu just gave a few words about Fiji, and it was very heart-touching to see so many people come. And in every place we go, wherever Gurudev goes, he touches our heart in a different way. And as he says, I'll take your hearts, put them in my pocket, and give them to Radhika, and you'll never get your heart back. So, a few years ago, I was fortunate to meet Gurudev by Shamarani, and once meeting Gurudev, it just clicked in my heart. And I know a lot of devotees prayed to Prabhupada what to do. And Prabhupada made it very clear to myself and a few others to take shelter of his dear friend and close associate, Sri Narayana Maharaj. So last year, Gurudev came to Australia, and he touched so many hearts, and now there's more, and it's going to increase more and more. He did it in Fiji, and wherever he goes, I think it's going to happen, because there's no stopping now. It's only going to get bigger and sweeter. And it's like making a cake. It's a big cake, and everybody has a nice ingredient to put in. So by everybody's help, it becomes sweeter and nicer. So we're very fortunate that Sri Gurudev came to this area again, and I'm sure everything will be nice. His Harikatha will be nice, the devotees will be nice, and everything will be wonderful. And we're just fortunate to hear from such a sweet soul as Sri Gurudev, as Rajanath Prabhu was saying, in this one mandir in Fiji, they said they never heard such things before. And even there's some Mayavadis there. And they're Gurudev took a walk every day, where Prabhupada used to walk on the beach. And one man came, he was coming every day. And Zokanti, who hosted us in Fiji, he said, this man is a Mayavadi, but he'll hear Gurudev. But still every day they're coming up to hear Gurudev. Because we know by his sweetness he can touch everybody's heart. So, it's only 2 words.
I first want to express my deepest feelings, and I'm so happy to see Gurudev here back in Narayana. And somehow it seems like I was here last year, that time has stood still. There's new faces that have arrived here, so they're it's beautiful to see that, but it seems like it's a continuing thing that keeps on going on. And I can only hope that we can have Gurudev here many, many times and things are going like this forever. Thank you very much.
After a long time, I'm going to speak in English language.
Plain English.
I had forgotten English for a long time. In Fiji, like in India, I was speaking in Hindi. And all were so happy to hear. Actually, they were saying that in our life never we have heard the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by logic and Shastra Praman, by the slopes of evidence of the slopes of Ved, Upanishad and all other things. Now I've come here, I'm so happy, so much happy. I can't express this happiness. I'm seeing my all friends, all the disciples of Swamiji's, and my whole family of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu family I am seeing here. I was missing you all. I want to meet you all personally. But you are so much, I cannot personally meet and talk. We will talk tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Doctor has not allowed me to speak so much. And today, whole day, I am in my journey here, there. So, from tomorrow, we will hear the classes. I want only to develop the hearts of devotees. No self-gain, nothing. Only to give you the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the line of Rupa Goswami, in the guidance of the Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. Only he told me that you should help the devotees, in whom their hearts he has planted bhakti seed. Really they were wanting this thing. Everywhere I go, I feel like this. The devotees are hankering for Harikatha, to develop their heart. They don't want to go to politics and other bad things. Only managing and controlling. They want pure devotion and love of Krishna and of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They want to know who was Rupa Goswami, what was his mission, who was Raghunath Das Goswami, who was Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, who was Narottam Thakur, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. What are their missions and specialities? So I want to help you really these things. Without in my selfishness is that I can improve your this devotion. I want to make you so sweet, so fragrant that I may offer it in the lotus feet of not Krishna, that cheater, but Srimati Radhika. I will tell you, don't go alone to Krishna. He may cheat. So, I want to make your hearts fully so fragrant, soft and sweet. That Srimati Radhika may tell, oh, this lotus flower, very fragrant, you should give to me. He will hanker for that. See? So I want to make this. So you should try to listen very carefully the missions of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, my Guru Maharaj, Pujyapad Sridhar Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktivedanta Thakur, up to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Swarup and Damodar Prabhu, and Raya Ramananda, and especially of Ishwar Puripad and Madhavendra Puripad. If you will hear all these things, actually your heart automatically will improve so much. So I pray that all my disciples, Guru, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Panchatattva Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaitacharya, who brought Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this world, Gaur Shakti Gadadhar, the power of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gadadhar and Srivas Pandit. All I am praying that they should bestow their mercies, sprinkle their mercies on you, without any reason. Ahetu ki kripa. Cause this mercy, I can pray. Because we have not done anything for their mercy. So I am praying them to bestow their mercy on each of you. Those who are preaching for me, these contributors, the leaders, also they should be sprinkled their mercy. Especially to them. I want to help them also. They are without any money, without any farthing, they are preaching in whole world, everywhere. Oh, a great driver like Narayana Maharaj is coming, he may jump and catch you. So be very careful, very careful. Don't go. What is the meaning? Don't go?
Go.
Like Krishna told, you should return 3 times. So they are preaching. I am indebted to them also, so much better. You are not preaching so much as they are preaching. So, I am also praying for them. Srila Swami Maharaj Bhaktivinoda, that he should be merciful to them. Because we are in one family. I think always that we are all in one family. Sometimes anyone's mind may be somewhat upset. No harm. Because they are all in our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu family. We should try to help them. You should not also be upset with them. Try to be very polite with them. Though they will speak harsh words or anything, try to avoid them and pray Krishna for them. So I should not speak more because it will harm for me. So for tomorrow, we will discuss all these things. I am so happy to meet you all. Those who are my juniors, or those who are disciples, for them, each one my
heartily blessings to them and those who are my God brothers, like Gajvalla Prabhu and all others, my God sisters, all. My Ganda pranam to them. They are helping me so much. I'm indebted to all. So from tomorrow we will begin today and stop in the classes. Go
Raji Bhava Prabhu, do you have any announcement regarding the programs?
Well, we were just waiting to see what you would like to do
Okay.
tomorrow. And then tomorrow evening, what, 6 o'clock, Maharaj? As you like.
Tomorrow? In evening I mean.
Yes, okay. As you like, Maharaj.
But I want to stay not after 8.
No problem.
7, up to 7 or class will be complete. Then it will be very better and helpful for me.
Yes, that's good for us also. That's good.
So from what time you should sit and discuss and then finally. And then I think that all the devotees are nearby. But I want that in morning also. There should be classes. There are so many good and qualified devotees here. I may come for little time, but in evening I will get through classes. And in morning also there should be kirtan and classes. Reading of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like I described from Chaitanya Chaitanya, from Swami's book. Sometimes other books, Srimad Bhagavatam, or in other classes. And in evening, you should tell me what to discuss and what to give class. I will try to follow. Go, Brahma.
He's at our house. He's at our house. He's not here tonight.
Not here?
No. He'll come tomorrow.
Oh.
He likes the country life. It's very quiet there.
Also my heartily blessings for that boy, what name? Please here.
Oh,
Ramakanta. Ramakanta. Being so much weak and handicapped, still coming from England with so much enthusiasm. So my heartly blessings with you. He hears very carefully. So I think that all should hear like him. Tomorrow we will meet again and discuss something.
Right. What time in the morning is classes?
And you can all prominent person discuss about my programs, and then fix the program and or yes, sir.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Goswami Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri
Glad to go. That. Jai Bhakti Vedanta Narayana. Bhakti Vedanta Narayana. Bhakti Vedanta Narayana. Bhakti Vedanta
Top of the mountain.
Your wife is okay? Playing on computer well? Here. I brought computer. I want that she should help you. Please, we beg you. Laying out the books and also. Because you are
very expert here.
Can we come tomorrow to talk about the books? Yeah, yeah. Okay.
না না এগুলো ধরে নিল কি করেছে জানো কত রকম ঝুলিয়ে কত কি জিনিস ঝুলিয়ে রেখে বেঁধে রেখেছে এখানে
Disciple of Virgo Vrinda Maharaj. Very nice devotee.
You are here. I like all the
In a bamboo.
That's a different one. Prabhupada disciple. Disciple of Swami. Very good. And you're good.
I saw you last year.
Yes. Yeah? Yes.
Just on the last day.
Very old disciple. I'd like to meet you
ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ध्यानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरतिसे गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तदभक्ताय नमो भक्त्या विहीनाय पराधलक्ष्यै क्षिप्ताश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयीं त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नुमस्ते चरणारविन्दम् यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातरया जुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तर्वोऽभिनेदु तं सर्वभूतहृदयं तवैवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय राधे तं मे मां चरणाम्बुजे। I am very happy to come Australia, especially to this place, in the house of Brajballa Prabhu and his family. They have acted so well, and so many devotees from various parts, from very far away, they have come. Why they have come? I think they are thirsty. They want some water. They are hankering for a long time for this water. Swamiji Maharaj came and planted a seed of bhakti. In someone hearts, sprouts were coming. In some hearts, it was more developing. In someone's heart, it was like a seed still. Some more water was wanting. I think Krishna has arranged, Swamiji has arranged, my Gurudev has arranged, that you are very eager to hear me and to bring me. My wish is only one, to help you all, that you should be bona fide devotees. Out of you should not have any political thing, not depreciating, very sincere. I know that bhakti, it does not depend on practice, that you are practicing bhakti day and night. But I think that bhakti is a person very, very gentle, smooth, sweet, and having so much mercy. So much, she is so merciful. So if Bhakti Devi is so merciful, and she will see that, oh, she wants some bhakti, they want to honor me, then it will come in our heart. We cannot bring. So it is called Bhagavad Prasadaj and Bhakta Prasadas. What is the meaning? Vaidhi Bhakti we can do. We can hear, chant, remember. We can chant 16 rounds. We can chant more than this 16. One can chant more than this 60 rounds, 64 rounds. Even anyone can chant more than this. But he will not realize anything, sheer happiness in chanting. No taste. They may do so much hard labor. Because we can do. But if Krishna is so merciful, or any bhakta like that, they are merciful. And without any gain, ahetuki daya, causeless mercy. If he gives that and tells Bhakti Devi, oh, you should go, and she is coming down from up, it does not depend on practices. But without practices, she will not be merciful to us. We will have to do. But you should know very strongly that Bhakti Devi never comes by our efforts. There may be something whole in that in our efforts. There may be so many things like unearths. So we need the association of pure Rashik Tattvavid Vaishnava. And by the causeless mercy, Bhakti Devi may come from up. She should descend on hearts. It comes through the mercy of Krishna or the associates of Krishna, because always living in their hearts. Nikunja Juno Ratikeli Siddhai Jajalirvi Jukti Rafekshaniya Tatrati Daksha Datiballabhasya Vande Gurushi Charana. Guru is not a person of this material world. He is not like us. He never cheats anyone. He never wants any worldly thing. He is the special associates of Krishna from Golok Vrindavan, always serving and very expert in serving Krishna and Radha to meet them together in their kunj, and to serve, always serving there in their kunj, in Radha Kunda, Swananda Sukhada Kunja, or any other kunj, always. He is so expert in serving. Krishna has sent them in this world to help needy person, those who want to serve Krishna and Radha conjugal. He is not an ordinary person. He is not clever or worldly, having so much knowledge, very intelligent, not an expert in making money or anything, or playing duplicity or politics. He is the special associates of Krishna from Vrindavan, Radhakunda, Bhandirvan, Govardhan. Mercifully he has descends in this world. So by the mercy of that Guru, we can have some. Mercy of Krishna or a devotee like them. They are very rare in this world. We pretend to be a Guru, Acharya, but really they are Akhanda Guru Tattva. In Nityananda Prabhu, Baladev Prabhu, this Akhanda Guru Tattva descends in this world in disciplic line of Acharya. We see how strong personalities Acharyas have come. Brahma, Narad, Vedavyas, Shukadeva Goswami, Shuta Goswami, Madhvacharya, Jayatirtha, later on Madhavendra Puri, Ishwar Puri, how great personality. They used to always weep and tell, oh Krishna very well, oh Lalite very well, always weeping. He Deva, he Daita, he Bhuvaneika Bandho, he Krishna, he Chapala, he Karnaika Sindhu. This is slok, always. This is slok has been told by Radhika. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling. This is slok is from Srimati Radhika. There is none in this world to realize this slok. First, it was realized by Madhavendra Puri. And always he used to weep bitterly for me. Oh Krishna, where you are, where you are. And after that, Sarup Damodar. They were successor of Madhavendra Puripad, Ishwar Puripad. No? Especially they were Lalita and Vishakha, Sarup Damodar, Raya Ramanam. And they came and established this thing. Pure bhakti. And after that they gave it to in succession of Sularup Goswami and Raghunath Goswami and all other 6 Goswami. We are so fortunate to be in this disciplic line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are so fortunate. We have some hope that bhakti will come in our heart. How it will come? He has arranged anyhow to come and to hear and to serve Vaishnava like, Guru like them. So we have some hope. Now you can hear something that how it bhakti descends in pure hearts. And you should realize it and have a very strong faith in Vaishnavas. Not blind faith, I don't tell. Not blind faith. Once, you know, it has been explained in Srimad Bhagavatam that Vyas was somewhat worried. He was sitting in his ashram. Ashram, you know? What? More loudly?
Hermitage.
Hermitage. You know hermitage? Ashram where he used to practice Bhakti Yoga. And where he wrote Srimad Bhagavatam or Mahabharatam, Puran and all other things. Where he used to meditate. This ashram was situated on the bank of Saraswati river. Very sacred, very sacred. And it was called Shamya Prash. Shamya Prash means, what is the meaning of Shamya Prash? Everything was so normal. Shamya. What is the meaning of Shamya? What Prabhu? Brajavalla Prabhu? Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic. Quite balance. No disturbance in mind and anywhere. Like Vishnu, Mahavishnu, Karnabdisai Vishnu, where he situates, where he lives, in Karnabdisai, where all are in normal position. No action of Tam, Raja and Shakti. No anxiety, no, nothing. So, he was out of all, but yet he was have some worry. And what is his worry? That I have divided Vedas in 4. This is the incarnation of Krishna himself. And it is called Shabdavatar, Shabda Brahma. The what?
Incarnation of Krishna
In words. Sound. Not sound vibration. It's Shabda Brahma. What?
Spiritual sound.
Spiritual sound. Shabda. That Krishna is that Ved. He has. By his vibrations, Ved has come. He has also written Vedanta Sutra. He has reconciled all the Vedas. In Vedas there are something which are opposite. It seems that they are opposite. Krishna has said, he has no say. Krishna walks, sometimes he never walks. So opposite things are seen there. Krishna has no attributes, no power, nothing, and at the same time he tells. Krishna has so much power. He is so powerful. So he reconciled them. He wrote Mahabharata, very beautiful book for all. Vedas cannot read, ladies cannot utter the mantra of Vedas, but some can do, like Gargi and all others. Very intelligent and very powerful, high class of devotees they were. But generally, not all ladies can, and all person also cannot. So he made Srimad Bhagavatam, Mahabharatam, and in that there was a most powerful jewel like Gita Upanishad. Also he wrote so many Purans, made easy Ved, very easy, but it was also so difficult for all person to realize and to think. He was worried that I am losing something. There is hole anything anywhere. Kami hai, abhav mane? There is something lack in me. I have done all things, and all things that I am Guru of whole world, Jagat Guru I am. But why I am not so happy? What is lacking in me? Just at that time, Narad arrived there. And he told, smiling, my dear Vyasdev, why you are worried? You have made all these things, which is absurd for any worldly person. You are not worldly. Who was he? He was Shaktavish avatar. So, you are not ordinary person. But still, you are so much worried. Why you are worried? Like we are chanting, remembering. We are reading the books of Swamiji, Bhaktivedanta Swami. We are also reading so many books like Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. We remember so many slokas. We can give so many classes, very beautiful classes, but we don't realize. This is the thing. We are not satisfied. Why our heart is not melting? Why tears are not coming? Nayanam galadashu dharaya badanam gadagada ruddhaya gira. Pulkar nichitam papuh kada tamanam grahane bhavishyati. You know this slok? What is the meaning of this slok? Nayanam galuda. Who is telling? What he is telling?
He's telling that why are tears not coming from my eyes? My tears are coming from my eyes.
He is telling that all know that I am very high class of bhakt. If anyone chant Krishna name really, tear is bound to come. Because Krishna is so beautiful, so marvelous, sweet. She has all kinds of attributes. So anyone, if chant Krishna will come in his heart, and heart will be melting, the tear will come. Then tremblance will come, tremble. This body will tremble. Sometimes sweat will come. Sometimes he will roll down on the earth, telling where Krishna, what Krishna, what Krishna. Oh Radha, where? He Radhe Brajadevike Chalalite He Nanda Shuno Kuta. Shri Govardhan Kalpapad Patale Kalindi Gandhi Bhushantavi Sarvato Khedai Mahabivalu Bande Rushnath. Rushnath are always weeping, sometimes in Radha Kund, sometimes Krishna Kund, sometimes in Vrinda, sometimes in Govardhan, telling very softly, what? Oh Radhe, where? Oh Lalite, I cannot live without you, where you are? Oh Krishna, beautiful Krishna, where you are? Sometimes in Radha Kund, sometimes in Govardhan. What is Govardhan? Kalpa Pada Patale. Govardhan is like a Kalpa Vriksha. Desire. He can fulfill all kinds of desire. Oh Govardhan, why you are not fulfilling my desire? I want to meet Krishna. Without Krishna, my life is in vain. Tell me. We cannot tell like this. No tear, nothing. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu telling me that when a day will come that I will realize that what is Krishna. We are chanting. In our reading books, we are hearing all these things. But the thing is that our heart is not melting. Because we are not realizing Krishna actually, what he is. If you have realized a little bit, then tears is bound to come. So, this was the case with Vyasdev. He wrote so much thing. You know that I have written so many books. I am a good preacher. I have served also so many high classes of Vaishnava like my Gurudev, like Swami ji, like Shoti Maharaj, Sridhar Maharaj, Pujyapad, and so many at that time. The Madhav Maharaj, Jajaur Maharaj, I cannot count them. I have served them. But still, I am feeling some lack that no tears is coming. So Vyasa was realizing this. I have done all these things. I have written a Gita, a very beautiful, knowledgeable book. But why not tears or not melting? I have done some offenses. There are some unearth in me. So really, if a devotee is thinking like this, he is sincere. And if he is pretending, all are not coming, but even if he is pretending that I am high class of Vaishnava, that is offense. Tear will not come, heart will not melt. So Vyasdev was sincere. And he was sincerely realizing this fact that There is no prem, nothing in my heart. I have written so much thing in for bhakti, but really bhakti is not coming in my heart. What should I do? So Narad was just smiling and telling him, how are you? He told that you are a very high class of doctor, like Vaidya. You can see me and see this pulse, and you will realize everything. I don't know. Where is my loop and hole? What is lacking in me? You are doctor of all, you can tell. And advise, what should I do? Then he smiled and told, oh, I know. Where is that fault? Because Narad is so high class of devotees. Narad Veena Jivan Sudhormi Nirjas Madhuri Pura Tam Krishnam Kaman Spurat Mei Rasane Rasin Sada. Always Narad Goswami singing so sweet songs about Radhika. Narada Bajaya Veena Jan Radhika Raman Name Narada Bajaya Veena Radhika Nam, always. I know he is a realized person. So he always Radhika Raman Nam in his Veena Jantra. And weeping, rolling down on the earth. So he knows everything. And he began to advise him. Vyasdev fell on the feet of his Gurudev Narad. And he kept his heart what he was before his Gurudev. If you do like this to any very qualified Guru, open your heart and show your Gurudev, and this is my plan. I don't know what faults, what are obstacles, and what are nothing mean. So please, इसको सुधार कीजिए. So, Narad told, you have written so many books, high classes of books, but you have not told anything about Brajandanandan Shyam Sundar. You have told so many things about Dwarkadhish, Parth Sarthi Krishna, who fought in big Mahabharata battle. You have written so many things about Gita, but you have never told about Brajandanandan Shyam Sundar, Radha Kanta, Radhanath, Gopinath. They are one but not one. Achinta Bheda Bhed. You know, Achinta Bheda Bhed, there is difference and non-difference at a time. You have not written that Para Brahma, Ishvara Parama Krishna, Sachidananda Vigraha, Anadiro Adi Govinda, Sarva Karan Karanam. Supreme personality of Godhead is Krishna. You have written this, but not clearly. I don't know whether you have realized fact or not. He has so much opulence. He is ocean of opulence, all. But at the same time, he is ocean of rush. Perhaps you have not realized this. And for that thing, he is ocean of rush. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lord Pramanande. So, Ishvara Parama Krishna. You have written this, but he is ocean of rush, and he becomes servant of servants and controlled by all his parikas, associates. Jasodama can chastise that Parabrahma, and he can weep bitterly. Oh mother, don't tight me. Mother, don't chastise me or beat me. Playing with that, with his cowherd boys, that Parabrahma, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, having so much opulence, oceans of opulence in him. And he plays with cowherd boy. Sometimes they took some dust from Braja and they give in body of Krishna. Here also, and do like this and wrestle, and they defeat Krishna. That powerful. Who takes Govardhan in his hands, in his only this little finger. And he has defeated so many devils, demons. But still he is defeated by Sridham, Subha and so many Sakha. And being defeated, he becomes so cheerful, so happy. Even they give that Supreme Personality of Krishna, they give their remnants. Oh, it is so sweet. And they give in their mouth. And also they take out from the mouth of Krishna. And they take. How beautiful. You will alone take it. And sometimes very rare person, very high class devotee will see that any Kunj, he is massaging the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika or any Gopi. And they are controlling Krishna. That Krishna. Have you written anywhere these things? Oh, I don't know anything about this. I know that he can control whole world. But he will be controlled by these gopis and gops. I never expected. Oh, you should write all these things. That if anyone has a little prem, little devotion to Krishna, he becomes servant. And he pursues for their dust, that dust may come in my head. He has told so many things everywhere. Napareham nirabadyasan in Srimad Bhagavad. So many times he has written. He becomes lakhs and lakhs Vatsa, cows. Because all the cows of the Braja, they want to make Krishna their own calves. And so Krishna had to be calves of all cows. All the gopis were matured. They wanted that Krishna should be my son and take my breast and should play in my courtyard. So Krishna became their all sons, lakhs and lakhs, uncounted. All the girls, Kishoris wanted to marry Krishna. So Krishna became lakhs and lakhs cowherd boy and married them all. So he is so generous, sweet. Have you written all these things anywhere in Vedanta Sutra or in Mahabharata? Have you? In Gita have you written? Oh, I have not written. I have not realized these things. Then you should realize. How I can realize? Oh, you can realize. Being so sincere. Give your heart in the lotus feet of your Gurudev, man myself, Narayana, or Krishna. Offer yourself, your heart. We give something
in the lotus feet of our Gurudev. But Gurudev is not so much qualified. He cannot do like Narad because he is realized soul. He is Mukta Mahapurush. Madhyamadhikari can help some extent. So he told that you should be sincere and offer yourself in the lotus feet of Krishna and be Sharanagata. Surrender soul. Sarva dharman patyaj. Mamekam saranam praja. Aham tvam sarva papyo. Here not aham sarva papyo, but I will realize what is prema bhakti. Bhakti will descend in your heart. So Narad, he get this teachings to Vyas and he went doing Hare Krishna, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe and Krishna, and he went from there. And he took bath in that river, Saraswati river. And he sat down and surrendered everything. Oh, Krishna had surrendered. I want to realize that prema bhakti. And who are you? I want to really. I've heard that you are ocean of rush. I want to realize. And when he offered everything, his heart and everything, sincerely, not only by words. We do something by words, but not really by giving everything. We chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Mouth tells and this tongue tells, but not heart. If heart is telling Hare Krishna, then tears will come. Heart will melt. We also remember our Guru Diksha Guru Mantra, like Gopal Mantra, Gayatri, Kama Gayatri, but only from outside. If you do internally, then heart must melt. So we should try to do. So when Vyas became Saranagat to Bhakti, and he told, "Oh Bhakti Devi, I am yours. You should reflect your shape and everything in my heart." When he did like this, because he was so powerful, so Bhakti Devi at once, Bhakti Yogena Manasha Samyak Pranite Amale Apashyata Purusham Purnam Mayancha Jada Pashaya. At once he realized who is Supreme Personality of Godhead. He saw that flute Wala Krishna smiling very gently and crooked and taking heart of all Brajavasi. He is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now he realized. And what I told before, everything he saw and realized. How sweet he was. How he was with Mother Jashoda. How she tightened Krishna. And how he was weeping in the front of Jashoda. How he was praying in the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika. So all he saw, from top to bottom, from his birth to Dwarka Lila, everything he saw. Like we see cinema. Cinema is not real thing. On the screen, we see photo only. They are moving here, doing, but actually there is nothing. But Vyas saw everything real. Krishna at once came with all Brajvasi, and he saw the birth of Krishna from the womb of Jashoda. Also he saw that he appeared in Mathura at a time, and how he was playing everything from Braja and up to Dwarka Lila, everything, and how he disappeared. Now he was satisfied. And what he realized in his soul, and he saw he wrote in Bhagavatam. So Gita is a book for childhood and primary stage. And Srimad Bhagavad Gita is for master degree or postgraduate books. We can practice some Gita Upadesh, but very hard to realize all these facts of Srimad Bhagavatam, especially this prem, love and devotion. But we have not come only to follow Gita, we have come to realize all Bhagavad things that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kindly gave us. So he wrote, Anarthopasam Sakshat Bhakti Yoga Madhyaksade Jasya Vaishuyamayana Krishne Paramapurushe Bhakti Rupa Patyate Purushak Shok Moha. He wrote this on Srimad Bhagavatam, that anyone will read or hear Srimad Bhagavatam, especially by hearing. Anyone hear Srimad Bhagavatam, and he will taste by hearing this, and he will try to have this thing. Then he will go to a special guru or any Vaishnava, realize so. We cannot go, but Krishna will arrange himself, like he arranged Narad to go to Vyas. Or he sent Swamiji to you all. You have not done anything. Krishna arranged. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to all India on foot, uttering Hare Krishna or Radhe Radhe Krishna Krishna. Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Keshav Krishna Keshav Krishna Keshav Pahina Ram Raghav Ram Ram. And all were attracted. Why he went? Anyone has called them? In South India or anywhere? In Navadvip, anyone called, and that was Advaitacharya. But all other places, anyone never gave any invitation to come, but he went there only to sprinkle his mercy. So he wrote everything. By reading, we cannot attain everything. We have some taste. But if we will hear it from any realized Vaishnava, because they have lock and key, they have opened the law and opened the door, then we can realize and hear anything, know anything. By reading alone, you cannot have. So we must have to hear from realized souls. At least he should be Madhyam Adhikari, having no anartha, no selfishness, nothing. Then we can realize something and we can advance. And this association should be constantly. Not constantly. Not that in a year I only hear one time.
Consistently.
Repeatedly. We should do like this. By doing so, Vyasdev saw that Prema Bhakti had come. So, he wrote Srimad Bhagavatam. He manifested Srimad Bhagavatam. So, Bhagavatam he could not write, but it came from Krishna and he only manifested it. But we'll have to hear from any realized soul, like Narad, like Rupa Goswami, like the devotees who are following Rupa Goswami. Then Bhakti will come And then you will see that naturally tears will come by chanting, remembering all these things. Vyasdev told, from where you have that bhakti that you gave me? Then Narad told, I was a son of a very low class of maid servant. I was about of 5 years age. I was knowing nothing. I was like a foolish, nothing knowing. But once 4 or so many God realized high class of Vaishnava came in rainy season, and it was Chaturmasya. It may be Kartik month, as you are in Vrindavan. How you tested this Vrindavan Parikrama, I don't know, but I think that it has touched your hearts. You can never forget it. So beautiful, marvelous. So, his mother was a maid servant of low class. She was serving them their vessels, their kitchen and everything. Not making prasadam, naivedya, but she used to clear everything, vessels and kitchen room and everything. They used to cook for Krishna and to offer Krishna, and whole day and night they were always engaged in hearing and telling Harikatha like you are hearing here, very patiently. So all were observing Chaturmasya Vrata there. For 4 months they were there. From morning and then to morning, they are divided their time in specific duties. Sometimes hearing, sometimes chanting, sometimes worshipping, sometimes reading books, sometimes Shravanam Kirtam Vishnu Smaranam Padashivanam Archanam Bandhanam Dasyam Sakhatma. So they had divided all this. So that boy, Narad, always engaged with them. He forget his home, always with them. Sometimes going with them to take bath and taking their
White
cloths and then bring them to carry water to clear places. And sometimes he told, may I take your remnants? Or they became happy. And they get their remnants to Narad. And the effect was that in very few days, his heart became so pure. And then he began to have a taste in hearing all these things, what was going in classes. So very carefully he used to hear. Then 4 months went on. But bhakti seed was there. When they were going, leaving that place, he began to weep so loudly. That you are going, leaving me, I want to go with you. But his mother was disturbing him not to go with them. So he was crying loudly. At last they gave some mantra, Om Narayana Nama, to that boy. And you should practice in this way. They gave the
rule and regulation.
Rule and regulation. How to do it. And you will realize Bhakti will come, Krishna will come, and you will see and realize in some days. And they went. He wanted to practice what their Guru has told. Who are they? They were Sanak Sanandan Sanatan, four Kumars. Very realized son. Gurus of Narad. There are also so many, but among them they were prominent. So he was thinking that here in the laps of mother I cannot do it. So I give up. I should try to give up this place. But her mother was so careful that always taking his laps, going here and there. There was no chance to realize and to practice. One day, a serpent, a snake bite, and she was dead. He saw that mother is dead. He did not did any sanskar, and he ran towards forest. And from one forest to deep forest he went. When he went in the deep forest where elephants were crying. Competing. Trumpeting. And lions were roaring. Tigers were roaring. And he was fearless. No fear at all. And he went to a very big pond, very water so fresh. He took bath in that pond. And under the tree, a burgut tree, banyan tree, he sat in a high place. And he began to chant and remember that mantra. Always and always, with heart and soul, not like us, Hare Krishna and walking and chattering so much things. How his Guru told, he began to practice. Closing, shutting his eyes, sat in this way, and always remembering and chanting. At once, Narayana came after some time. He forgot to make his stool, urine, to take anything, to drink water, anything he all forgot. So after some time, Narayana came in his heart. And he saw Narayana there, four-handed. And he blessed him that your wish should be fulfilled. At once my wish was fulfilled. And he vanished at once. Then I began to weep loudly. Oh Narayan, where you are? I became mad for him. But a sound came. What sound? Akashvani?
Sky sound.
Sky sound.
From the sky.
A sound from the sky came. Narad, don't worry. I cannot come before you because you have so many now unearths. I never give my darshan to anyone in unearthed stage, but mercifully I gave my darshan to you. You should chant and remember always 24 hours. Don't forget. And you should do Sravadam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Shivanam, Archanam, Vandanam, always. And you see, you will be matured. Bhakti will come. And then this body will go. Your mind will go away. And you will be mukta, liberated. And a very beautiful shape will come out from this body. And that body can go to heaven, to Vaikuntha, to Braja, anywhere in world in a second. And no problem at that time. Now, any insect can bite, any man can do apaman, insult. You may be hungry, you will be thirsty, anyone can beat you by any stick, anyone can have a case upon you. Sometimes we will see that no money problem. Sometimes you will see that so many rogues are coming. Rogues, you understand? Diseases are coming. And you see that after some time you will become young, after some time you will become old, and after that this will be white, teeth will go away, no good eyesight, no remembrance, all will insult you. And after that you will give up this body. And this one, it is general to all. But in Madhyam Adhikar, when he goes, all anarth goes. Why? All his actions, fruits of all the actions, by the chanting Hari name, goes away. And after that, when he comes in the mood of bhav, that bhakti began to come in his heart, then difficulties and problems will come, but he will not care for all these things. He will not involve. No effect of all these things. And when a prem, little bit will come, there will be no obstacles, nothing in this world. So Narad began to roam in whole world, chanting Hare Krishna or Krishna name, and at last a day came, then his whole purva karma, prarabdha. Prarabdha means? The effects of all his previous actions, bad and good, went away. It was jal gaya aag se, burned in fire of bhakti. Everything went on. A beautiful shape came out of this body, very beautiful, in this Narad shape. Everything was transcendental. In a second he can go any part of any world. He can cross all the oceans. He can go up Chandra Lok and Swarga Lok and Vaikuntha Lok, anywhere he can go. If you will tell that you should die, at once you will die. Or you will have bhakti, at once bhakti will come. He became like Uttam Mahabhagavat. So we should try to follow these things. Have a very strong faith in Srimad Bhagavatam and Krishna, Guru and Vaishnava. Though they are rare, but if Krishna will see that, oh, he is honest and true and sincere, he will banish any very qualified guru like Narad, not like Narad, but in line of Narad and Rupa Goswami. I think that the association of Rupa Goswami is more than Narad, because he is Rup Manjari. Narad cannot guide us like Rupa Goswami will guide. So we should have faith like this. And see that one day, Asha Bandha Samutkanthanam, I will have this by the mercy of Rupa Goswami and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Today, I have spoke so much. Tomorrow I will try to